Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be reading every single joke from the Phineas and Ferb Spooktacular Joke Book. Let's begin. Phineas, what do you get when giant spiders encircle the planet? A World Wide Web. That's a good one. Where does Nosy the lake monster sleep? A waterbed. I'm gonna write that one down. Why is Dr. Frankenstein so popular? He's good at making friends. Oh, that's a good one. I am going to have so many friends by the time I'm done with this book.
Hello, Carter.
Sorry, who are you?
It's kinda the hat. I'm Detective Spielberg.
Wait a minute, you can't be Detective Spielberg. You're not even wearing his jacket.
I lost it, okay? I'm being honest. I lost my film detective jacket. I don't know where he is. I've called him 100 times, and I can't find him, okay? I'm sorry, okay? But I'm wearing a hoodie. It's black. That's my color. And also white. So, just give me a break, man. I'm Detective Spielberg.
I don't even recognize you anymore. How could you lose the jacket? That's part of your look.
Oh my gosh, it's not that big. It's not actually a big deal, okay? The jacket doesn't define who I am, so let's just move on, okay? Get in the closet.
No, okay? I'm so done with this whole, oh, film detective, he locks Carter in the closet so you can do your little film detective skit, okay? I'm done with that lifestyle. I'm done of getting mistreated, okay? Let me just read my spooktacular jokes in peace, you idiot.
Ow! Ow! Oh my gosh, that was in the... Ah! That was in the eye. That was in the eye. Oh, okay, look, it's not a big deal. Okay, I lost my closet. I mean, my jacket. I'm messing up my lines. I can barely see. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, listen, just get in the closet. You know the drill.
No, okay? I am putting my foot down, okay? We're not doing this whole bit anymore. What is this, the 8th time? It's so overdone. This is the end of that, okay? There is absolutely no way on earth that you could get me back in that closet.
Oh, really, Carter? What if I asked you a simple question? Do you want playing with fire?
Yes. Now.
Oh yeah, you want the playing with fire? Go get it.
John Cena.
It's almost too easy.
Hello everyone, my name is Detective Spielberg without the jacket.
And I am a very real detective who solves mysteries in the film industry. But today I'm diving into a very curious case, that being the case of Spider-Man No Way Home, which if you don't know, it's a little indie film. You might not have heard of it. Kind of flew under the radar. My stepmother actually bought me a poster for it, so that's pretty cool.
Caution tape on my foot. It's literally caution tape on my foot.
Okay, so this is bad. This is not working like I expected it to. And it's like I never even tried. If we hang it upside down. There we go. You know, it's kind of funny. All of the posters for Spider-Man No Way Home looked horrible, but my stepmother happened to pick the only poster that actually looks good. So she must have really good taste. Except for when it comes to husbands, because she is divorced. But that is beside the point. Hold on, I almost got it. Oh, it's beautiful! Oh, that looks very good. That is what we call in the industry a job well done. But this film was very well received, thanks to all of the returning characters from the previous Spider-Man franchises, except for that weird Japanese 70s one. He unfortunately did not return, which sucks, because he's much better than Tom Holland, okay? Tom Holland can suck it compared to that one, okay? I think he's actually my favorite now that I think about it. But the weird thing about Spider-Man No Way Home is that it's now beloved by all the characters in Brockbat. It originally wasn't going to be like that. In fact, none of them were going to return. Not even Toby. Frick you. And that in the industry is called a job that you royally screwed up. Oh, I got an idea. Let's put it sideways. This is a much better idea. That's why I said it twice. Okay, good. No. Frick you. You know what, poster? If you don't want to be a part of this video, don't be a part of it then. What he did, he all screwed up my whole set. Now it's all ugly, just like me without my jacket. But yeah, they weren't even going to bring back Tobey Maguire, which seems like a bad idea. Just like trying to hang up a Spider-Man No Way Home poster, apparently. But there was an original version of the script that included no Tobey, no Andrew, no multiverse, no Doctor Strange, and a completely different villain. So did I. I want to die. So today, let's dive into the cancelled Spider-Man No Way Home you never saw. That's right, while the title card was going on, I switched hoodies again, okay? I got insecure about the way I looked without my jacket, okay? Sue me. Luckily though, Carter's closet is like right there, so it makes it very easy to just steal clothes from him. And of course, it is kind of awkward to open the closet door, because he's also trapped in there. And usually, if a human body is trapped in your closet, it does make it a little more awkward to grab clothes out of it. But that's just the way life goes. So if you remember, in the summer of 2019, we were hit with the tragic news that Disney and Sony were splitting apart and Spider-Man was leaving the MCU. It was totally Disney's fault. They were asking for an outrageous amount of money, and it was a very greedy deal. Honestly, good for Sony, okay? I can't believe that Disney was greedy. That just doesn't sound like them. But during this period, while Sony and Marvel were going through their divorce and losing their custody of their Spidey child, Sony knew they no longer had rights to any Marvel character, only to their Spider-Man people. But this meant that this new tale had to be completely separate from the MCU, which I would say they actually wrote themselves into a pretty good point to do that, because Spider-Man's identity was leaked and he's on the run, and it's kind of hard for him to interact with Marvel characters if he's currently running. I'm getting insecure about this hoodie too. But Sony began the writing process on the next Spider-Man film. To show Marvel that they didn't need them, so they hired Chris McKenna and Eric Summers to keep on writing that Spider-Man 3 script. But in this version, it probably would not have been called No Way Home. It probably would have been called something like Spider-Man Home Alone, Spider-Man Homecoming, Coming Home Again, maybe Spider-Man E.T. Phone Home, or maybe an edgy follow-up, Spider-Man Home Wrecker. Or, of course, they could have done maybe a Spider-Man, There's Somebody in My Home, They're Coming Up the Stairs, I Think They Have a Weapon, I Don't Know What to Do, I'm Scared. Something along those lines or something, I don't know. But during the split, we got a leaked casting call that seems like they were actually trying to cast for Kraven. Sony stated they wanted a Joel Kinnaman type actor. You know who would be perfect to play a Joel Kinnaman type? Joel Kinnaman. Oh my gosh, that would be perfect casting. But let's start with the plot, because it differs a lot from Spider-Man No Way Home. This whole movie would have been Spider-Man on the run, trying to clear his name while being chased down by Kraven the Hunter. And director John Watts even stated that he wanted Kraven as the villain for this film. I don't know why I said villain, weird. Do I have any hunting movies I could put behind me? Oh, there's like that crazy hunter in Paddington, right? I haven't seen the movie in a while. It's about a little bear. I'm gonna put that right there. Now, to be fair, the writers did joke that Kraven was almost the villain for several of the films this trilogy. But now, Kraven is actually just getting his own movie. And I really hope it's a movie about him, like, hunting down, like, one squirrel. And then the girl, and then, and then the squirrel turns out to be Squirrel Girl from the Marvel Comics. Or, now we don't know much about 100% confirmed things, but we do know a little bit from the scoopers who went inside Marvel. And we do know things like there was going to be a large bounty placed on Spider-Man's head that was aided from J. Jonah Jameson. And then Kraven would hunt Spider-Man, and it would follow a similar story pattern to the comic Kraven's Last Hunt, which is a comic where Spider-Man admits that he's being molested. Oh, wait, sorry, that's actually the wrong comic. Even though that is actually a real one. But eventually in the film, the bounty would come off, but Kraven, still being obsessed with completing the hunt, would keep on facing Spider-Man, and keep going after him until he had his head impaled on a stick, which, that sounds pretty intense. And that's one water bottle down. That sounded like it made it, but it actually went in my laundry bin. I mean, now I'm getting a lot of this information from a pretty big YouTuber named 3C Films, and because he was making updates on this film before they changed the script, some of the stuff he said is absolutely hilarious now looking back.
To be for this Spider-Man movie, I think it's pretty much obvious who we want the villain for this third Spider-Man film to be, and at this point, we have just been pushing on it so much that if it doesn't become this individual we're thinking about, I think we're going to be all disappointed.
Oh yeah, I bet you were so disappointed with who they picked over Kraven. Yeah, okay.
Out of all the evidence we've heard so far about this third Spider-Man movie, Kraven the Hunter just seems to make the most sense, and especially since Kevin Feige has told us in the past that this first trilogy with Tom Holland would be all about villains that did not get their spotlight in previous movies.
Yes, that is what this whole new trilogy is about. New villains. And new clothes.
Because I'll just say it right now, the main villain we all believe it is, and I'm willing to bet basically my entire pop collection on it, is that Kraven the Hunter is the villain for this third Spider-Man movie.
Hand over those pop figures, bud. That's right, now I've changed into Carter's Steve Irwin outfit from that one video. It still smells like River.
Oh, they're running it! Look at this guy, look at him thrashing around!
Also, something else we know is that a side villain was going to appear, that being Chameleon. Wait a minute, hold on. Is it Scorpion or Chameleon? Spider-Man villain Chameleon. It literally looked up Batman villain. That is the wrong hero. Spider-Man villain. Oh, frick, what's his name? No, frick, now it put German villain. Spider-Man villain Scorpion. Oh, so it was actually Scorpion. Also, something else we know, now 100% confirmed after that 12-minute Google search, is that a side villain was supposed to appear, that being Scorpion, not Chameleon, and also not a Batman villain, and also not a German villain. He's a Spider-Man villain. And this villain was actually teased at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming, and this next detail that I'm about to tell you sounds kind of depressing. Like, if I felt emotions, I would probably feel sad ones about this. The actor Michael Mando, who played him, actually posted a picture of a Scorpion right when Spider-Man 3 ideas were being thrown around and teasing his return, yet they ended up changing the script, and he never appeared. Or even cameoed, so that's kind of awkward. Unless he was actually playing the Chameleon Spider-Man villain, and he was actually in the background of the entire film, blending in, because that's what chameleons do. Now that's a whole nother mystery. Oh, we don't really have time to get to that mystery today, so just forget about that one.
You spend 4 hours making a stupid file and then all just to cancel it because no, we don't have time for that one today.
Yeah, okay, I'm not even trying this on. Now, we don't know much about that version of the script, but we do know a few more details about some alternate versions of No Way Home that we never saw. One of them included Venom actually fighting in the finale with Spider-Man, which is the reason they set up him being the lethal protector in Venom 2 and sending him to the MCU. That was all set up for this, but it just happened to be rewritten, which was confirmed by the writers. Even Tom Holland and Sony head Amy Pascal apparently sat around and pitching these types of ideas, but a lot of them just never came to be. And apparently one version of the script just took a throw everything at the wall kind of approach, and apparently there was going to be even more legacy characters that would get to show up, such as Kristen Dunst as Mary Jane, Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy, and even Sally Fields as Aunt May. And hopefully also Rent Guy, okay? I would have loved to see him, okay? But they said it was just too much to do them all justice. And anything that didn't actually benefit the story just had to be axed. Which makes sense, but also I'm kind of sad because I really wanted to see if Tobey Maguire had I wanted to see what his family looked like. I wanted to see if he had little ginger babies. You know, I like little ginger babies. That'd be so cute. I mean, deep voice. But what caused these Spider-Man No Way Home versions to be changed? For one, the original script was a Kraven the Hunter movie, but when Sony and Marvel came back together, they now had permission to use Marvel stuff like Doctor Strange, which ended up leading to their big multiverse idea, which, you know, I'm actually kind of glad they did, because I like my boy Toby, okay? And the other versions weren't changed that much. They were merely just trimmed because they knew that this film could not handle that much stuff. And this movie was already crowded enough. Meaning that some stuff, unfortunately, had to be sacrificed. But all of these unused concepts, canceled scripts, all of these things all collided and ended up giving us, eventually, the Spider-Man No Way Home that we got. And to be honest, it's a pretty darn great film, so I really can't complain. And it also led to a pretty darn frustrating poster. And you know what, just screw this poster, I hate it. Well, thank you guys so much for sticking through this Film Detective episode, even though I feel like I look naked without my jacket, I'm being honest. I am naked, and unlike Adam and Eve, I do feel ashamed. But hopefully by next Film Detective, I'll have my jacket back. Please, God. But I hope you enjoyed learning about Spider-Man No Way Home films that we almost got. But if you want to see more funny videos about movies, TV shows, you can always hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, which means a lot to me. Thank you so much. With that being said, Film Detective out.
Speaking of you being out, could you maybe find it in your heart to let me out, maybe? Are you there? I don't think he's there. Well, you know, at least I have my Phineas and Ferb Spooktacular joke book to keep me company. Here's a good one. What do werewolves say when they greet each other? How you doing? That's a good one. That's a really good one. I like that one. I'm going to tell that to my girlfriend. What time is it when your house is haunted? Time to get a new house? Oh, that's so good. That's a knee slapper right there. That's why I slapped my knee. Here's another good one. What did Isabella say to the zombie? Who you chewing? Oh, 'cause he's a zombie.